there again guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name's Claire and welcome. If you are visiting, then why not hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I upload videos every single week. So what we're going to do today is, a few weeks ago I was in Home Bargains and I picked up a lot of makeup from Home Bargains, an absolute ton, which is pretty much a full face. I didn't get a primer, I didn't get a brow product, and I didn't get an eyeliner. Everything else I got, and I spent, I think it was total £11, and the most expensive things were £1.99, which was this Max & More palette, which I think I've seen in the pound shop since then for £1, so, you know, if you can get it cheaper. Not that it wasn't cheap enough as it is, and a lot of this Olivia Hale makeup as well. So I thought I would give it a try and see if it is any good. You know, it's cheap, but is it worth the money anyway? So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into this video. So for my brows, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a go at doing them with a bit of brown eyeshadow so I can use all the products. So this is the Max & More palette, and it's quite a large palette. It's got 24 eyeshadows in it, which is a huge amount for £1.99. That is what it looks like there. So it's just a warm tone palette. You get these sponge things in there. Let me take those out because they'll fall out and just start annoying me. But it's a basic palette. You're going to create some warm tone looks with it if it's any good. So what I thought I would do is I would do a soap brow. I'm just going to roll my sleeves up here because they're already annoying me. I would do a bit of a soap brow and take a angle brush and see if I can get the eyeshadow in there. I did used to do my eyebrows with eyeshadow all the time, but I've not done it for ages, so I'm just gonna maybe try a different way of doing that. I'll take my primer and my pairs of soap, give that a couple of spritzes, grab a spooler and just give that a little rub there, and then all I do is I bob that through my brow. I don't have a fluffy brow, don't pretend to have a fluffy brow, but we work with what we've got. I'll just do the other side. The way I've decided to do it on a soap brow is because the product always sticks to the soap brow quite well. So let's see if that works for us. If not, I have got out my AOA Wonder Brow from Shop Miss A, so it's still an affordable product. So I haven't got a primer, but I'm going to use my NYX HD Studio because I feel like that'll go with the foundation that I've picked up quite well. So I'll just give those a little brush up there. I'm going to jump into the deepest brown here, which is, I feel like it's this one right here, and just give that brush a little tap in there, and then just do brows as kind of you normally would, up through the brow and kind of down again, and then just sweep those up like that. See, I can feel the eyeshadow pulling on the soap brow. It does look really red and it kind of goes with my hair, but it's a really dark brown without the lights and things, so just see how it looks with the look later on. I don't think that's too bad. So you can really tell that I have literally no eyebrows when I put my eyebrows on. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's very red. Got a very red undertone. It's not turning out too bad there. I'll try this other brown and see what that looks like. That's kind of setting that off well. That's a bit deeper. So let's get this other one done. Okay, so that's the other brow done. I'm just going to give those another little brush through, and that'll just give them a little bit more of a fluff up and get rid of any excess. Now, they're a little bit messy, but that doesn't really matter because we have the concealer to clean it up with. But they're not too bad, they're just a bit red. Say, I didn't get a brow product and I just wanted to see if that worked out well. We'll have to see what it looks like with the products on, but you can just do a dark brow. Okay, so concealer, I have the Olivia Hale concealer in Milk. I think this was 99 pence. Like I say, all products was £11 total, and the most expensive thing was £1.99, which was the palette. I think the foundation was also £1.99. So hair's getting on my nerves. Let's get this out of my face is too much to stick out now. So concealer brush and a concealer in Milk. I'm quite impressed with the packaging, as in it's all boxed and it's not that like really cheap. I can't stop looking at my ears. It's not that really cheap plastic wrap stuff, so that's quite good. So that's quite thick in consistency. I'll just put in a little bit on my hand. It's a bit darker than it looked in the bottle. You can see that. So we'll have to see what happens there. So I'm just going to carve out the brows slightly, and just going to start underneath and just carve those bad boys out. Get rid of any excess product. Just make them look all nice. You can see that. I've got no concealer on yet, and I can feel like dragging on the skin a little bit, which is fine, but usually with just moisturiser on, usually fine. And I need another one to do the other brow, so it's not like really, I think you would use it up quite quickly. Okay, so that's the brows nice and carved. I think they've turned out okay for powder and a little bit of soap. You know, they're not the best in the world, but they're not too bad. So I'm going to bob my primer on. I've chosen the NYX HD Studio Primer Base simply because the ingredients are very similar to this foundation, and I want to give it the best chance to be good, really. I'm not overly keen on this primer, if I'm being honest with you. I find it very runny. I mean, it's just dead runny. I've tried shaking the bottle up, all sorts, and I don't think it reacts the best with my moisturisers sometimes, but I do feel that it gives me a white cast as well. I do feel like to give the foundation the best go, this is the primer that I've got that's got the most similar ingredients, so we will go with that. A little bit of this primer goes a long way as well. Okay, so eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a thin brush. I'm going to take this like deep maroony colour, this one right here, and I'm going to bob that through like the crease. We'll do like just a little bit of the cut crease and see how we fare. Helps if I prime my eyes, doesn't it? What is the world coming to? Just bob a little bit of that concealer on. You know, I feel like I've put a lot of that concealer on and it's got literally no coverage. Back to the eyes. So give that a little swirl. It's not a lot of kickback or anything, and just tap that in there like that. And again. Now it's not got loads of coverage or anything. I'm having to really swirl in there, but it's $1.99, so you know, what do we want? I am having to really dig in for product. It's not too bad actually. I mean, it's a lot lighter than it is in the pan, I've got to be honest. That's the pan there. That's the colour, and this is the colour on the eyes. So it's a lot lighter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, so a lot of these are demi mattes. There's not a lot of mattes in it, a lot of them are demi mattes. So I think I'm going to take this like beige here and just see how that goes through. If not, then I might take one of the pinks, but they are shimmery, and I don't like shimmery through the transition. So that's not too bad actually. Now that one's got a lot of kickback. Just give that a blend and just help blend that colour up and through as well. Now that beige is a lot darker. It seems to be darker than, whether it's because it is going through that like mauve colour, that like purpley mauve, who knows. Well, I'm just going to blend, try and give that a really, really good blend through. It's not that bad, to be honest with you, for the price. You've got like a little girl or a little boy that wants to start playing with makeup, then it's not a bad little palette for them to start with. You know, if they're just messing about and they're just going to make a mess, they're paying a fortune, so £1.99 is not too bad. I mean, I've not reacted, it doesn't smell chemically or anything like that, which is always a plus, because sometimes you find like the cheaper makeup can smell a bit. So I'm going to take some more of this concealer. Seems to be my best friend, this concealer, and I'm going to carve out a bit of a cut crease, like a half cut crease, and add a bit of shimmer. Just a nice simple look. So cut crease. I do feel like you need quite a lot of this concealer to get anywhere with it. Yeah, you definitely need a lot of this concealer to even get any type of kind of coverage. But I do feel I've been able to be quite accurate with it. And I'm going to take this Flats shade out brush, and I'm going to take this shimmer right here, this like purple shimmer, and I'm just going to pat that in. Oh, I didn't expect that to be that pigmented. Now I feel like the crease needs to be darker now. Like it's all kind of blended into one. That crease definitely needs to be darker now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with this brush and I'm going to go to this darker colour right here. I'm going to add that through the crease and just deepen that up a bit. Oh, it's just all mended into one. All the colours are just the same. No, I don't like that. That's coming off. Put a bit more concealer back on there again and just fluff that in. Right, while that's dampening down, I'm going to go in with I'm going to carve out this crease. I'm going to go in with a much lighter shimmer, because that one was just looked all one, and no, that's not what we want. So I'm going to take a bit more of the concealer. I'm going to get another flat brush ready, which is this OG shader, and a little bit more of the concealer. I feel like you could use a full tub of this concealer, and carve this one out. And I'm going to take the Go shader, and I'm going to take this pink colour here and see how that one looks. Much better, not as pigmented. Definitely not as pigmented, because I'm having to really dig in to get anything here. But it's not all melding into one colour. And I'm just going to go back in with a little dotty brush and just give that a good tidy up. See, that's much better. Let me see that now. And just deepen that there, that outer corner. And I'm going to do exactly the same to the other eye. The other colours, so those three colours there, that one and that one, literally will just look all the same. Now the middle one, that one you would think would be a lot lighter than this dark one here. Not at all. See, that is much better. That's actually quite a nice little look now, a nice little simple look. Okay, I'm going to get the other eye done and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back, both eyes are done. They're not looking bad, not like nice simple shimmery look. It's, you know, it's not too bad. It's taken a little bit of work, but you know, we've got there. Because I've got a kid that wants to get into makeup, you know, the 9, 10, however old, because I know kids love playing with makeup. This might be the way to go. So I'm going to do the under eye. I'm going to put a little bit more of that concealer on, and then I'm going to bob some on my under eyes. So I'm just going to take my concealer brush and just, oh, got my shoulder right in the eye there. Just pat that in, not too bad. So I'm going to take this angled Just Wing It brush and just put some of the mauvey, the darkest shade that we've used, which is what's running through my crease, in here. Bring that up into the outer corner there, and again with this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe MB16 brush, and I'm going to take that lighter brown, and I'm just gonna blend that in there. Just grab this mirror. When I say the lighter brown, I mean the lighter brown that I used on my eyebrows, which aren't looking too bad now that there's a bit of eye makeup on. And just pop that through there as well. I'm going to take the angled brush again and take the brown that I used to do my eyebrows, and I'm just going to do a little bit of brown like liner along the lash line. Do the same for this side. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of that brown into my waterline as well, just slightly. That's not looking too bad for a $1.99 palette in my mind. You can see how white that primer's made my face though when you look at it compared to my chest. It's ridiculous. So mascara, it's an Olivia Hale mascara, and this is, I hope I picked up black. I don't think there's any other colour, to be honest with you. And the wand is actually separate from the container, so I'll probably have to break into that. It's one of those god awful boxes. He's talking about the packaging being good, but I can't get this out. That is the spoolie right there. It's got that little pointy thing on the top, and it comes in this little pot where you take the lid off, and then will this screw on afterwards? Oh right, so you don't have to use that spoolie if you don't want to. I'm going to put this directly in the bin though, because I know what will happen. It will end up all over the shelf. So let's get this mascara done. It is definitely black, so just give it a couple of coats. One thing I like about these ends, I can get these bits here. So I'm not going to do my bottom lashes yet. I'm just going to give that another coat. I feel like it's not really doing anything. It smells weird as well. Yeah, I feel like this is crap. It's not really doing much at all there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not doing the bottom lashes yet. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to bob off camera, bob some lashes on, see if that improves the look in it, and I will be right back. So guys, that is the lashes on. That looks so much better now. It's just like a really nice, like mauvey, just nice, simple look really. I'm going to do my base now. Obviously I've got my primer on, which was the NYX primer. So I'm going to do the concealer first. I'm not going to go really heavy. I'm just going to do the under eye. And then see how that bounces in. Because I don't feel like I get a lot of coverage with this. When I did shape the brows, I did the base. So we will see how it comes out really. It's covering nothing. I mean, it's just doing nothing at all. But for a £1 concealer, what do I expect? I mean, I've still got bags. It's doing nothing. Let's see if it does anything here. Let's coat up a little bit of the redness that I have I like broken capillaries here on my nose, and it's covered that up a little bit. It's here where it's not covering these circles, so I would go in with maybe a coloured base on that to help cover those dark circles. I'm just getting nothing out of that at all. So rather than keep putting products on top of product, I'm going to go in with the foundation now and see how that fares. So this is a liquid matte foundation. I picked up vanilla in this. That's all it says. Doesn't say anything about the coverage or anything. It's actually a glass bottle, which surprises me. That is it there, and the outside it says nothing. It just has the ingredients with it and tells you to wash it off if you're irritated. apply the foundation, not just if you're irritated in general. So I'm just going to give this 3 little pumps, and that is that right there. So it's quite a thick consistency. I'm going to take that on my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to pat that in. It smells bad. It smells really bad. I'm not going to judge it for that. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus smells bad and that fades away and gives a gorgeous finish, so we're just gonna roll with it. It doesn't feel matte, it's not coming through matte. I've still got quite a lot left there though, so you do, you know, I did 3 small pumps, which is, I suppose it's quite a lot, but I was judging a book by its cover and wasn't expecting much. But it's, you know, I've managed to build that up. Just still don't like that concealer, and I feel like for a matte foundation I'm shiny as anything. I think that is pretty much bounced in. So, setting of the face, I picked up the Olivia Hale. Oh, the foundation was Olivia Hale as well, by the way. That was the Olivia Hale. I'm impressed with the packaging though. I'm impressed with the packaging. We'll just have to see how the products sit on top of it. This is just a translucent powder. I end up ripping boxes when I open them, because I just do my head in. So that's what it looks like in there. You get this little useless thin little puff thing, and one of these things that you just agree to get into. So it looks really, really fine. It looks a little bit like the NYX, one of the NYX powders. Oh god, which one is it called? It's really, really fine. Really fine. Oh god, it comes, the holes are quite big. Comes out really, really fine. So I'm going to take this on my Real Techniques huge fluffy brush, and I'm going to lightly pat that in, because I don't want to go mad with it. I've got hair there. Until I know what it's like. That's really mattified the base right down. So I'm going to pop some mascara on my under eyes. And that can then dry before I set the face. Whether it's because I've got no lashes or what, but I'm not even touching the lash line. And I've got the lightest touch. I'm not even touching the lash line, I've got like the lightest touch, and it's literally going through the lashes onto the skin. So yeah, I'm not feeling this mascara, I think it's crap. But bronzer. I picked up an Olivia Hale bronzer in medium. So most of this stuff is Olivia Hale. Sorry Olivia, I don't like your mascara. And this is the bronzer right here. That is what that looks like. So that's a really nice like medium colour. I'm just going to grab this PC04 bronzing brush. That is very powdery. I'm just going to give that a little bronze. Oh, see, now I quite like that. That looks nice. I feel like you have to have a light hand with it though. I think this was £1. I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to bring a little, that's the wrong type of brush, a thin brush, and I'm going to bring some of this down my nose a little bit. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to blend that right in. Okay, so nose contoured, cheeks done. I am liking this bronzer for £1. That is really, really, really nice. Liking that. Take a Q-tip. I'm going to get rid of that excess black under my eyes. Okay, that's gone. It's not looking too bad at all now. So blush, another Olivia Hale brush. This was £1 again. And I bought these weeks ago, but they do have them in and out of the stores. Oh, it's in like a little, oh, you get a little brush with it and a little mirror. Oh, there goes the brush. I mean, that's not a blusher brush, it's flat. It's the same colour as my hair. Anyway, this is the blusher right here. It's a lovely like pink blusher. I'm going to grab my glow up brush from Beauty Bay. Oh, that is pigmented and there is a lot of fallout on there. So I'm just going to tap that off a little bit, and oh yes, that's pigmented. That's really pigmented. Need a little bit of that. I mean, look at that. That is that's given me blush for days. Really, really has. May go back in with that bronzer to diffuse that blush a little bit. So that blush for £1, pigmented, very, very, very pigmented. So I'm just going to go in with this PC03 brush, like a fluffy brush, fluffy cheek brush. I'm just going to add a little bit more bronzer and help blend those together a little bit. Okay, so I didn't manage to pick up a highlighter, so I'm going to see what we can use out of this palette right here. I'm going to do the brow bone and the inner corner first. I'm going to take this PC14 brush, and I'm going to take this like white shimmer colour here and see what that's like. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. I'm going to do the brow bone just slightly. See, that's highlight. That's quite a nice little highlight there for that. Actual highlight, I'm going to take my PC17 brush. I absolutely love this brush. It is a highlighting brush and I absolutely love it for highlight. I'm going to grab these two like white colours together. Or should I do this one? That looks quite nice. I think I'm going to actually go in with this more creamy and see how that goes as a highlighter, because you know, what is the worst that could happen? That's actually quite nice as a highlighter. Hair. I always get hair in the way. I always do. A little bit more on there. I'm going to put a little bit above the lip, on the end of the nose, down the centre of the nose. In fact, I'm going to take a PC14 brush and I'm going to do down the centre of the nose with that. I'm loving this as a highlighter though, it's really nice. So I am just going to set my face with a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime. Take that out. So, lips. I picked up a lip duo in Dream and it's just got a how to use guide on it. It's a matte cream lip, a liner and a cream lip. So let's get into this. So we have a liner, which is a little roll up one. You can see that there. I'm just going to grab this mirror here and I'm going to go ahead and line the lips. That's quite pigmented. It's more pink than the nude I thought it was going to be though. In case that is not the right colour, it is definitely pink and it should be nude. However, it did feel quite nice going on. So if you can get the right colour, let's try the... That doesn't smell too bad. It matches the liner quite well. It's very sheer. So guys, this is the finished look. I don't hate it. I don't love it. The lipstick is a lot more pink than it looks. So you can see there how nude it looks. It's really, really pink. It's a matte lip finish, but it's sticker. You see that? Do you know what I mean? It's really sticky and it's really sheer. Like, I feel like I need another colour, and it's got about 3 on it. So yeah, not feeling that real at all. The eyeshadow palette, which I used for eyebrows, I used for highlights, I used for eyeshadow, I used for eyeliner, so I used it for a lot. It wasn't bad. A lot of the colours are quite samey, even though they look different on the palette. They do kind of merge into one colour. Let's say these 3 colours here did kind of merge into one. Now you would expect these 2 to be very, very different, and I didn't expect that to be as pigmented as it was, so that was kind of on me. But yeah, it's not a bad palette. Like I say, if you've got a kid that wants to mess about with makeup rather than go and spending a whole heap of money for them to just have a mess and a play, this is quite good for something like that. It's not something that I'm going to be using again and again and again, but you know, it's always worth a little try. Mascara. I hated the mascara. The wand was really plastic and really scratchy on my eyes. I just didn't like it one little bit. It didn't, I don't think it smelled bad. No, yeah, it did. It did smell funny. It smells quite but no, I didn't like that one bit. The concealer, I wasn't overly keen on it. It just doesn't show on the skin. I can still see the bags under my eyes. It wasn't great. I'll probably continue to use this as an eyeshadow primer to use it up rather than just waste it. I know it was only £1, but you know, waste not, want not and all that. I just didn't like it that much. The foundation was £1.99 as well as the eyeshadow palette. It wasn't too bad. I'll have to let you know how it gets on my skin. It's quite a nice little finish, like a satin finish. It was quite shiny until I put the powder over the top, and it smelled quite chemically. So how good it is on your skin, I don't know, because I always think something that smells like chemical probably isn't that great for your skin. Translucent powder, wasn't mad at it. It's actually still coming out. It goes everywhere and it's still coming out of, you can see that, and the lid is on. Tighten that up. Even when you tighten the lid up, it's going everywhere, so you know you're going to use that up fast because it's all over the floor. It was a powder. It wasn't anything to shout home about. It was, you know, I'll use it up probably, but it's not something I'm gonna rave about. Now the bronzer, I really liked the bronzer. The bronzer was lovely. This was £1. I will use this again. I'll probably throw this in my everyday makeup bag. I really liked it. It was really nice. The blusher was again nice. Super pigmented though, so a light hand, but it'd probably make a nice blusher as well. Not blusher, eyeshadow. Probably make a nice eyeshadow as well, but yeah, I really liked that. So £11 for a full face. I don't think it looks too bad. My lashes were just some cheap lashes from Amazon as well that I use when I'm having a mess about. I've been using like really expensive lashes, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's a look. It's quite a nice look. I will probably not use the palette again. I'll probably use the blusher and bronzer again, maybe the foundation. The concealer definitely as a primer, but nothing else. It's not a concealer. It's crap really as a concealer. You can still see the bags right under my eyes, and I think it's actually, yeah, it's starting to crease a little bit already, and it's been on like what, 20 minutes if that, so it's not good at all. You know, I know I've got some lines, but I don't want them showing up, and I put the most minimal amount of powder on there as well. So but on a whole, it wasn't too bad for £11 for a full face. You'd probably go Primark and get a full face of makeup for a similar amount of money. I haven't tried Primark makeup yet. However, I do have a lot of Primark makeup in my new in drawer, so it's another video that will be coming very soon. As soon as I get a chance to film it, that will be coming your way, because I've got so much stuff in my new in drawer. I even bought the new Makeup Revolution Cinderella collection, which is another video will be coming your way as well. So you know, lots of exciting videos to do up to Christmas. But yeah, if you like these types of videos, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this look, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe as well, guys. It really helps me out. I love it when I get new subscribers, and I love interacting with new people. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.